Good morning, whole junior high learning community. Happy Friday. We hope all is well. I'm going to jump right in. That way I'm not taking up too much of your time this afternoon or this morning or whatever you're watching this um, with these announcements. So let's jump in. As always, I want to bring you in. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Shout out to Coach Kaz again. He was the first recipient this school year of the Inspiring Heart Award that was passed from, I call him Coach Essel, but Mr. Essel to the students. He used to coach here in the district a little while ago. But yeah, Mr. Essel passed on the Inspiring Heart Award to Coach Kaz. So, Coach Kaz, thank you again for all that you do. We just appreciate your labor of love and all that you give back to this community. Just all of just your care and your heart for our community here. Just thank you so much. Next week, we will be running an A and B schedule. Faces around the junior high this week. Thank you so much, Mrs. Olischek, for sharing a lot of the photos that we have in here. I did grab a few of Mr. Clark and a student the other day when they were at the safety desk. I just thought it was a funny and neat interaction. There's just so much energy that comes from all of our staff here that make our kids smile. But this one in particular was between Mr. Clark and a student one morning that I thought was just neat. I know it says faces around the junior high, but there was a student one day that said, "Mr. Knighton, check out my Crocs." And they had Ghostbuster Crocs on. So for those of you 80s kids or 80s babies that remember, the vintage Ghostbuster movies, something about his Crocs really just took me back to that era. And yeah, just I don't know, I really appreciated his energy and him wanting to show off his Crocs. And then yeah, the rest of these photos are coming from Mrs. O's room. Just a really, really, really neat space. I personally love the setup. I know I had told her not that long ago when I popped in, just her organization and just the flow and the structure when kids come in. It's a really neat learning space. So Mrs. O is a 7th grade math teacher here in the building, and we just love having her here. So thank you, Mrs. O, for these photos, and thank you for the students that just brought your A game and your positive energy, not only that day but all days. I do want to share, and I'm not going to go into detail just because it's pretty long, but this summer, Mrs. CB and Mrs. Vogel had a learning experience in New York City. They went for a few days at the end of July to the Broadway Teachers Workshop. So I would strongly encourage you. I've linked this slide or linked this presentation in the email, so you're able to actually click here and check out a lot of their learning. I was blown away. I mean, I learned a little bit, here and there as they were gone, and then what they were able to share back. And Mrs. Vogel said, "You know what? I'm going to make sure I put together a presentation of sorts, then I'm going to share it out." And I was like, "All right, cool." Well, she sent it over to me, and I was literally just blown away. So Mrs. CB and Mrs. Vogel are instrumental key pieces for our building here. Mrs. CB, not only is she an art teacher, she also leads our student council. She also teaches a mentorship course at the end of the day, where they go over to Sycamore and they service the learners over there, as well as helping out with our spring musical, putting on Art Fest. Just Mrs. CB puts her hand in just about every single thing that we have going on here in the building. And Mrs. Vogel, who teaches English as well as Intro to Theater, also leads in so many different capacities with Drama Club and our spring musical, as well as, along with CB, they're both building leaders. They're just phenomenal humans here in our building, and we're so lucky and so blessed to have you here. So thank you, but y'all please check out the learning that they had while in New York. Spirit Week is coming up, the week of September 15th through the 19th. We have some really, really, really fun days set. So please, you've got a whole week to get ready for this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a little bit of fun going on every single day. I'm really looking forward to this day right here, Wednesday, staff and student swap. We had a lot of fun last year with that, so we'll see what we are able to do this year. Parent Advisory Committee, that is coming up. That is this coming Wednesday, September 10th, from 5 to 6 here in the library. It is an amazing time to come fellowship, not only with other families here in the district, that have kids that go to Holt Junior High School, but also to connect with us building principals. There's typically a teacher or two that will come as well. It's just a great time for you guys to come in, share kind of your thoughts, share what the community is saying, share maybe what your kids are saying, hear some of what we're thinking, and then we brainstorm. We figure out how to just continue to make this place the best place that we can make it. So please, if you're available, come out this Wednesday, September 10th from 5 to 6. Park at the main entrance, come through the main door. We'll be there to greet you. We'll hang out in the library for about an hour, just talk and fellowship and just figure out how we're going to make this space the best space that we can make it. I do want to give you an update on the staff email PDF that I always link in emails. If you go in, wherever you see the blue, you're going to be able to see the open house slide, the open house presentation that we shared out on Wednesday. So thank you for those of you that came. But if you want to learn a little bit more about your student's classroom teacher, what some of their systems are, please click on the blue and you'll be able to get that same information that was shared out on Wednesday night, and you'll always have access to that moving forward. Word of the week. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. I'm a firm believer that what we were born with and what we have is greatness, and what we're able to share with others is greatness. And if we hide that and if we sacrifice that, we're not giving to the world what we're meant to give. So please continue to give your best, give what you were born with, give what you know that you have to offer to the world, and that's going to continue to make this place a better space. Have a great weekend. Much love.